mentioned earlier, but I'm just blown away right now. We're seeing other cars struggle with fall-off. We've heard of some tire issues out there. These two, on the other hand, have set their fastest laps just within the last 3 laps and continue to be more than a second to a second and a half faster than the field, Kim.
Now, William Swatch coming in for his routine stop. Confident after that ARCA West win yesterday. In fact, the team said that is exactly what this driver needed after the up-and-down season that they've had. William, though, saying he needs drive and side bite, so they will make a slight adjustment, Dylan.
Justin Allgaier is in as well, right side of the screen like many others, just reporting that he needs forward drive. He said the left rear is smoked. They're going to change 4 tires, add fuel, and make an adjustment on the 7.
Allgaier, the reigning champ, 3 wins in road course competition in his career. See Corey Day also making a pit stop, driving the 17 for Hendrick Motorsports. Based on what we heard on the radio, the 9 will come here. He does, and look who he brings with him. Connor Zilisch pitting as well. You know, the one thing I like about this, you have such an advantage.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, you pit here, you may not win the stage, but you're still going to finish top 10, right, Dylan?
And Zilisch peels off there right at the head of pit road, just asking for a little bit of forward drive. They were telling him just manage your stuff here over the course of this run. He did that pretty well and hung with SVG, who's at the right of the screen, and headed to pit road. 4 tires and fuel for the 88.
Yeah, and SVG has the very last box on pit road. He was reporting no rear grip, no rear laterate, and he said it's worse on the right-hander, so they'll look to give him a slight adjustment to give him a little bit more stability. Take those 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel. You see the chassis adjustment there. It's going to be a head-to-head battle off pit road between SVG and his teammate coming in the screen, Connor Zilisch.
This is not for the lead right now, but you want to be in front of the other. When you talk about these two and the 88 team taking care of business in the exchange, it's Connor Zilisch that jumps in front of the 9.
And you pointed out the most amazing part about this is with the way they stretched that lead, and since we heard that radio, the 88 wanting to pit here, or not wanting to stay out, they've stretched so much, Christopher, that they basically had the ability to pit and still come out and get stage point. Zilisch right now in 9th.
That is the best of both worlds for sure.
Unbelievable.
You know, last week at Chicago in the Cup race, Shane Van Gisbergen almost was able to do that at the Cup level. I think he finished 11th in the stage, but it's just remarkable the speed that he puts up, and obviously on Saturday's Connor Zilisch. So that turns the race lead over to Sam Mayer. He did not pit. He's going to run it long, get the stage win. Other drivers running it long: Brandon Jones, Quapple, Sammy Smith, Sheldon Creed, the top 5. And drivers that need points there, in particular, Quapple and Creed.
And I think this is a great move by Sam there. You know, he's really comfortable in his points position to be making the playoffs, but needs to get some of those playoff points when there's the possibility. He doesn't have a win yet this season, and you know, Christopher, how valuable those are when you get the playoffs. Every point matters, and those playoff points, especially as you go through the different rounds and it resets, can propel you to get a chance to win a championship.
Yeah, Adam, my crew chief, and I, we talk all the time whenever we come into these road courses. Do we want to stay out and take the points? Do we want to flip the stages and keep the track position? But I will say there's a big difference between winning the stage and running second and getting that playoff point for winning.
Mayer building that insurance policy over the cut line. He didn't necessarily need the points, but he doesn't have a win. He's not locked in, but at plus 149, I think there's little doubt he'll be a part of the championship equation when we get to the fall. Look at Carson Quapple, and he's had a good run lately, but you always want to continue to build, and at plus 63, these stage points will be really good for him as well. For Sam Mayer, it's going to be his 2nd stage win of the year. Also won a stage at Bristol back in the springtime. And it's the 2nd time he's won a stage on a road course. 3 years ago, he took the green and white checkered flag at Circuit of the Americas. Jones is 2nd. Carson Quapple finishes 3rd. Sammy Smith, who won earlier this season at Rockingham, is 4th. Sheldon Creed, who won a stage last week and came in plus 30 above the cut line, ends up in the top 5. Teammates from Haas Factory finishing top 5 in stage 1. It's Sam Mayer who gets the victory at the end of the stage after 25 laps.
I had type 2 diabetes.
Right there as well. Austin Hill in the game. They played strategy and have some track position. He's in the 21.
Oh, 3 wide is going to be tight. They sorted it out through turn 4.
Down to turn 7. Van Gisbergen looking in.
Oh, he locks the rears. Oh, he got away with it.
Rubber marks on the track.
How did he do that? That is what makes him so impressive. He has so much potential in the braking zones. Has the rear spot.
He's using his third foot inside there.
That's exactly what.
Well, you know what? Last week, though, in Chicago, he was making passes, and you're like, that's not a passing zone.
No.
But for him, he just plays by a different set of rules when you're
Oh, he's
racing
got to
on a
run
road
here,
course.
Adam. He's got to run. He's going to try and get inside. Oh, Zilich blocks him.
Yes, he did.
Major block.
Early in the race for that.
And it opens
James
it
says,
up
get
for
out of here.
Zilich on
Get out of here,
the
Connor.
Side by side, coming back to
Right
the
side corner.
start-finish line. Now 88 jumps in front of him.
And he did move him there, but he was quite kind in doing it.